Good day, everyone. Welcome back to BST African Electronic Surgery, and it's Tuesday, 9 January. And here in Zimbabwe, schools have been open today, so everyone was busy today trying to take their kids to school, and I was also busy taking my kid to a private school. Anyway, that's not the issue. The issue, what do we have on a Tuesday, huh? Anyway, how is January? Hope everyone is enjoying the first month of the year. So what do we have? We have this laptop with Dell Latitude 3340. The laptop came in as no power. This is some kind of job from another computer shop. So obvious they tried to do whatever they did. They couldn't get results and they sent the laptop here. So yeah, from the person who bring the laptop, the history of the laptop, they said this laptop was died due to water damage. So I'm expecting to see some kind of water damage inside. Or obvious they cleaned the motherboard but it's still not working. Huh? This is a nice laptop. Dell. Okay. So Dell Latitude 3340 dual processor. The laptop looks good. So we do have the Dell charger. On the Dell charger, there are two things on the Dell charger. Either you see light here on the far end of the charger, and also here we do have the light. So what I want to do, let's pay attention to the light. We want to see the behavior of this laptop before we get inside. Can we conclude something? Let's pay attention to this light. You see this light? This light. This LED light. Plug in the charger. The light goes off. Let's unplug. There's no light anymore. So in order to get the light, we have to unplug the charger. Wait for some seconds. Plug back the charger. And we now have light. You can see this green light. Let's plug back the charger to the laptop. And the light goes off. That means we have short to ground on the main 19 volts power rail, or either something is wrong with the 19 volts power line or the 3.3. Something is shorted to ground. So yeah, we have to get inside and try to find out what is the problem. Hopefully it's a capacitor. Hopefully it's a capacitor or a MOSFET. Yeah, can be a MOSFET, can be a capacitor, can be a chip, can be anything. So how is everyone? Hope everyone is trying to have a proper quick start on January. On whatever thing that you are doing. Just to have better result at the end of the year. So yeah, first month of the year actually is so boring. It's so boring. Trust me, a lot of bills. You have to pay this, you have to pay that. Sometimes you overspend over the holiday. You don't have enough money to balance all those bills. A lot of stress. So that's the thing about January. The back cover is out. We have a nice motherboard. Oh, DDR3 slots, 2 slots for RAM. That's the hard drive. Huh? What a nice motherboard is this? Huh? So we do have this fan. The charging port is here. I can't see like any sign of water damage. Why? Because maybe they cleaned the motherboard already. So I can't see anything bad here. I can't see anything bad. But let's check. Diode mode. Let's check from the charging port. So checking again. Yeah, the plus is shorted to ground. Let's check on the ceramic capacitor on every power supply. We have a protecting diode on the input. So what is shorted on this motherboard? Can we find this shorted component in few seconds or in minutes? And it's taking 2.3 amps. And now we have to feel what is taking that current. Okay. The thing is, you know, let's do something together. Let's do something together. The multimeter is on diode mode. Let's go on any power supply. Here we have coil. We have some ceramic capacitors. Checking those capacitors is not shorted. Here we have another capacitors. It's not shorted here. Not shorted, not shorted. I'm checking ceramic capacitors on the 19 volts power line. You know those ceramic capacitors on every power supply? So on the ceramic capacitors is not shorted, but on the charging port is reading a short on the plus, but coming with the multimeter on any of the power supply is not reading a short. So what do I think is the problem? I think we have a shorted Let's see what we have on the input circuit. Let's see. What do we have here? Can you spot something? Let's see now. Let's see under microscope why this laptop is behaving like this. You know what? If the main 19 volts power line is not shorted, but the charger is coming on and goes off. If we check here, check here. This is the charging port. Let's check straight on the charging port. This is the charging port, and we have the minus and the plus. Check the plus. 0 0. The plus is shorted. We do have an inductor. It's shorted. We have a diode here. It's shorted. What I want to do, let's go on any power supply. Yeah, this looks like a power supply coil. You can see coil, MOSFET, ceramic capacitors. Those capacitors, they must be connected on the 19 volts power line. Let's check those capacitors. It's not shorted. It's not shorted. Let's go on a different power supply. I just want you to understand a few things before we fix this. This capacitor is not shorted. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So the main 19 volts power line is not shorted, but when you plug in the charger, the light goes off. And what does that mean? It means short to ground. And where's the short? I think I need a little bit of alcohol. So this is some kind of weird default. The main 19 volts power rail is not shorted. Let's go back to the input circuit. Here. Let's stay here. What do we have here? Charging port plus inductor. That means after the two MOSFETs, maybe those MOSFETs, they are on the other side of the board. After the two MOSFETs, we don't have a short, but on the plus of the charging port is shorted to ground. So either the two MOSFETs, one of the MOSFET is shorted to ground, or something here before, because these components, this inductor is connected to the 19 volts, this diode is connected on the 19 volts just to protect the motherboard against short circuit. And we have this capacitor. I think this capacitor is not right. Can you spot the problem without injecting some voltage? Let's check this capacitor together. Let's check this capacitor together. I think my zoom is clear. What do you think about this capacitor? This is a cracked capacitor. Check this capacitor. Check. This is some kind of cracked capacitor. I think that is my suspect. Let me take that capacitor quickly. What a nice fault. I told you whether it's maybe it's a capacitor. What do you think about this? The capacitor is out. The capacitor is out. Our capacitor is out. Can we check for short again? On the plus. Plus. And there's no more short. You can see the short is gone. So that was a shorted capacitor before the two MOSFETs. Okay, so yeah, I will replace the capacitor. I will replace the capacitor. That's not a big deal. Let me take the capacitor from another board. Let's replace that capacitor. Our capacitor is now in place. Let's check for short again. No, it's not shorted. So let's test. Let's test. Let's test. Let's test to see if we have a working laptop. Yeah, it's too hot. It's too hot. So let's see now. Let's pay attention on the charger. We have the light here. You can see this light. Plug in the charger and the light is still staying on. You can see. So let's try to power on this laptop. On. I can see the LED on the switch. And you can see the Dell log. It's working. Huh? It is working. Press F1 to continue. The keyboard is not responding. So probably the water damage comes from this side of the board and the keyboard is not working. Or, you know what? Let's disconnect the power. Let's not trust the job from other technician. Maybe they disconnect the keyboard. Who knows? By the bottom, the important thing is how you can diagnose and fix a dead laptop. Now, oh, it's that kind of keyboard with so many screws. The keyboard is not responding. Yeah, I think the keyboard is faulty. Or they disconnected the keyboard. Yeah, the keyboard was not connected. Like what I said, this wasn't connected. You know, when someone try to fix something, yeah, this is a habit with many technicians. They try to fix something. At the end, the thing is not working. You are very disappointed. You spend a lot of time. The customer is not paying even any diagnosis fee. And when you are closing the device, you don't even bother of putting all the screws and other things. I think the keyboard wasn't connected. Let's see now. On. The laptop is on. You can see the Dell log. Press F1 to continue. And the keyboard is working. What did I told you? This is some kind of habit. There's Windows 7. Enter. It is loading Windows. You can see. This is some kind of habit with the technician. You fail to fix something and you get bored. You is not even bothered of connecting all the cables back like the way how you see the laptop was before. But that's not good. Even if you fail to fix a device, make sure you put back all together. No exchanging of hard drives, no exchanging of screens. The laptop is working fine. We do have user password. I can't proceed. So what can I say? That was just a capacitor, you see? That was just a capacitor before the input MOSFETs. So yeah. Like, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell for future updates, and also share our videos to your beloved friends and relatives. I wish I could get more jobs like this. Just replacing ceramic capacitors. Cool, nice job. See you on the next one. Bye.